Good morning, pilots and mercs. Oh dear, what has happened to my model? 1 second. Oh no, everything has gone wrong immediately. Can I... Okay, I'm not angry, I swear. Nothing's gone wrong. I'm still getting used to a lot of these keybinds. There we go. Now I don't look as angry as I was. Okay. What is happening to the playback here? Okay, well, at least that's good. YouTube saying everything's fine. We are going on an expedition today. We are going to be raiding some bunkers today. Don't worry, it's all above board and all good with every single contract. Oh, and I have to do this again. Fantastic. 10, welcome in, welcome in. We're gonna have to recreate our character, which, I mean, I wish it would have saved it from the last time, but that's okay. Can I not have a playback going on here? So I have the chat open in like a different window on my laptop, so that way I can at least have a look at chat and make sure everything's good. Let's see here. I think last time we went with like the short like bob haircut. Yeah, I think this one would work. If I can at least get like a good color for it, that would be good as well. I don't know, is that like the root color or is that like... I don't know if that's gonna be... Okay, it is, I think. Can I get a decent color for it? Or is it just gonna be like... Because that looks like... That almost looks yellow. I'm kind of like, I want a little bit of like... I mean, that's blonde-ish. That's Bethesda for you. Also, they're space pirates, so they don't need any mercy for you. Oh, this is Star Citizen, not... Did I put... No, it doesn't look like it. This is Star Citizen, not, what is that other game? Starfield. Which, we will, I think we'll do a one-shot contract for that one. I've kind of been toying around with that idea, but I want to do one-shot, like one stream version of that and see how that goes. Because I just want to see just how bad it is. I want to see if I can get a little bit of purple in those, in like the tips of it, but with this it almost looks kind of grayed out. I don't know. I think I'm worrying about this too much. Natural color. Well, yeah, I want it somewhat blonde, but it's like, that's... I don't know. It's so weird. Like, I've had the hardest time with video games trying to nail, like, a blonde. Oh my, I got confused. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. This is the good space game. Expensive, but good space game. Yeah, Starfield, we will get to that at some point. What's the variation do? I don't think it really matters in this particular case. So I'm gonna see about that. What does this do? Oh, these are the... I think this is the color of my eyes. Okay, I do want that, but I do also want to see if... Is there no black... Is there no, like, black highline for this? There you go. That's a little bit better. Lips, I think we'll go... I like that. That looks pretty good. Tattoos, I think I saw one last time we tried this. That stream did not go well, but this one seems to be holding, at least for the moment. I don't know. Like, I thought there was another one that I liked. If it'll load downwards. I mean, the heart looks good, but I thought there was like a rose or something. I don't know, I think my hair's covering most of the tattoo anyways, so does it really even... I think I like this one. Yeah, if we're gonna go for like a tattoo like that, I think that one would be good. Running smooth on my end. Good, good. Let's see here, piercings. I don't know, none of them really do it for me. I mean, are these all just like... Are these all just like regular piercings? Are these all just like ball piercings? Because yeah, they're just all like studs. I mean, maybe I'd go for a nose ring, but honestly, not for me. Okay, I can dig that. I'm gonna try and save it, but I tried saving my last character last time I played this, and it just did not save it, so... Anywho. Skip the tutorial. Oh, which system do we want to be in? Stanton, for sure. Let's see. I usually start down in Lorville, so... We'll see how much of my... Yeah, we'll see how much got left over from last time. Professional responsibility. I don't know, chat. I don't think I have enough of that. Oh. Oh no. My eyes immediately went towards the evil-looking bear. We try to finally answer the question of which costume is the ultimate merc dress-up. I swear to you, as a merc, I swear to you, if you walk up to me in that, I don't care who you are, I'm picking up my SMG and immediately unloading into you out of fear that whatever you are, you probably might be my paralysis demon. And keep in mind, I'm not ammo dumping out of spite. I'm ammo dumping out of fear. Because just look into his eyes. You see nothing but hatred for you. Okay, I'm gonna... Again, mouse and keyboard, not necessarily my friends, but we're gonna try this. Also have a mouse pad here, so it's might help a little bit. Okay, that was kept. These two are kept, that's good. Everything seems to be here that I had, but I don't have a direct cutlass at the moment. Also, what is up with this FOV? I also have like a couple of mil in... I had a couple of mil in credits, so we'll see if that got saved. I highly doubt it. Damn, we're rich. If only a little bit. If only a little bit. Now I'm gonna check my voice settings real quick, just in case. I don't want to accidentally... I would prefer not to accidentally blast the entirety of the station with my nonsense, so that'd be great if I could find the button. If I could find the button that... Do we not have like a mic toggle situation going on here? Because I don't want to be one of those people who accidentally blasts out the entirety of the server. Again, with all my nonsense, because if I'm streaming this, that's one thing. Y'all sign up for my shenanigans. Mute microphone. Yes, please. Microphone volume. Down. Down. Just generally do not do any of that. Head tracking, I don't have any of that currently. Okay. Everything's good. I won't accidentally blast everybody on comms. Or shouldn't, anyways. Now let's see here. I don't know what equipment I have, and also we're going to need to rent a ship. There's a ton of different things that I'm generally just thinking I'm going to need, so we'll... Right. I'm in Tesla's spaceport. I was expecting to start in, like, Everest Harbor, because that's usually where I start in this particular area, but well, at least we're right near rentals. Let's have a look. So my main idea was to get a Drake Cutlass. Yeah, this one right here. This is going to be an interesting experience. I'm hoping that I can at least show off some of my love for this particular universe. And I can show it off a little bit more than usual. Now, this is the Cutlass. The advantage usually being the side doors here on either side. And then the back here, which can either be like sort of like a drop ship, cargo, or tier 3 medic beds, which will be useful for me because I usually get a few holes stuck in me. So yeah, here you have a better idea of what the cargo bays look like. So this one does not have like the drop ship configuration. This one's more cargo freight situation. But the doors can slide open so you can just get in and out of the Cutlass easily. But I wanted to see if there was... Okay, so this is a Corsair. I might actually rent this one. This one I've heard good things about. Heed the call of uncharted space and harness the spirit of adventure, or exploration, with the Drake Corsair. Utilizing a unique asymmetrical hull design, this versatile explorer can go wherever the winds of adventure may steer you. Yeah, I've messed around with this thing before. Tell you what, we're gonna rent this. And then, okay, I'm gonna rent this as well. Again, I'm just gonna rent these for a day. We can come back here, and if we need to, and basically be like, okay, this is what we... Yeah, don't mind that. That's just the unfortunate, that's just the unfortunate nature of reincarnation, or how do I say this? The ability to regenerate. You basically can just respawn at any point in time. So I wanted to show off the Drake Cutlass for a second, just so everyone kind of realizes what we're working with here. So I need to update the MFD as well. Give me 1 second, and I'll update that. So rent cutless. Rent cutless. Complete. Let's see here. Acquire. It says it's wrong. I don't know, get supplies. Supplied. Yeah, because we're gonna need water, we're gonna need food, we're gonna need basically everything to survive out in space for a little bit. So let's get the cutlass on the deck. I'm gonna explore it quickly, and then we can have a look at the Corsair as well. Kind of see which one we want for this particular adventure. Give me just a second. Do apologize, my model goes a little all over the place, but I want to make sure I have everything for this little adventure. Put that over there. Okay. Just in time, too. I think we just got our Drake Cutlass. It's not quite on deck yet, but it's pretty close. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Drake Cutlass. She's a humble ship, for sure. But I've had many adventures in this thing before. Back in the days, I used to run bunkers, and we're going to be doing that, for sure. Nowadays, I've mostly been running cargo and whatnot in my spare time. Which can be fun, but honestly, I miss being a merc. I miss being a merc out in space, like, on my own time, if that makes sense. So, starting from the front, you have your MFD systems here. Let me see if I can get a free view on this thing. We are not going to be taking off. It's going to be at least about 10-15 minutes before we take off. So, you have your MFD set up here. The single joystick, which some of the other ships will have your standard setup. With the MFDs, are more like holograms, so they can definitely be a little bit more different from each other. You have your fuse system here, which honestly I'm not too familiar with yet. Basically on the rented ships, you don't really touch any of this, usually. This is engineering, which, yep, is coming soon. As with most systems in Star Citizen, you will find that a lot of these are coming soon or in the development process of some sort. This is where all your guns are going to go on the gun rack, which is nice because you have easy access, storage, and then your gun turret here, which I'm a single person crew right now, so probably not going to be for the best. Your 2 beds here. Let's head back here. And this is your gigantic cargo space in which you can do whatever the hell you want with. I'm pretty sure you could even put a vehicle back here, but let's be real, I don't have a power suit yet, so at least not a one that I could use very effectively for the missions we're about to undertake. So let's have a look at the Corsair real quick before we head out and do any bunker missions.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and store that. Let's bring up the Corsair. I've seen this one, like, talked about before. I've heard other creators kind of talk about it a little bit here and there, but I want to see this one for myself. Selling an LMG at Everest for 2.5 mil. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I want to get it. I want to get the LMG, but at the same time, LMGs are just oof, that's a little steep for an LMG. Okay, I'm being a bit sarcastic. 2.5 million credits for an LMG is absolutely crazy. And just, even at that, right? Oh. What is this? Is this a log of some sort? Or is this just... I'm trying to see if I can zoom in. Action list. Can I click? I cannot click on that. This is a rented ship, so it might have logs from other crews on it. But yeah, we got a cargo bay here. Looks like engineering, power plant, cooler. Oh, and all these things, by the way, you can switch out for other parts if you own the ship. If not, I don't think you're allowed to do anything with them. Otherwise, you might, like, lose some of your parts. That's a little bit of an assumption, so don't take my word on that. Got life support fuses here. Battery A, which seems to be producing about... whatever that number is. I'm a merc. I just know how to use some of this equipment. I don't necessarily know what it means, to be completely fair. LMG, mounted and loaded. You see, the problem with... I would buy it, right? I would buy the LMG. I would buy the LMG, but they are so inaccurate nowadays, it's not even worth it. Ooh. Ooh, we got storage. No, I can't. We got storage for, like, hazmat suits, guns. Okay, can I open this airlock? Oh, I can. It seems kind of dumb now, right? It seems kind of dumb, but trust me, like, actual gameplay, that's gonna be so cool. And this is why I love this, this is why I love this particular universe. Just the fact that it's so interactable. Can we have some lights, please? Lights on. Lights on. The lights don't seem to work in here, so do I have a flashlight? No, but I can sit at this table. Very, very well. Takina? Are you... I feel like... I want to say, like, that's Takamura, or... What was that one? Why can't I think of his name? I'm thinking of his name from, Black Ops 1. I don't know. I can't think of his name at the moment, but I think I know who you're talking about. And we have several rooms here that I was seeing from some of the shorts. Got a couple of bedrooms here for various crew members, which, again, I'm a solo player, so that doesn't really do much for me. But I feel like if... Oh. Roof, surface level. Well, let's head to the roof, I guess. Oh. Oh, it wasn't kidding. It'll literally just put you on the roof of this thing. And I could swap out turrets if I wanted. Oh. Oh, no. Taki. Chanka? Chat, you realize I am horrible with names, and that's why like, most of the time I do not, like, try to pronounce names, because stereotypical American over here. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Like, this elevator does exactly what I think it does. And this thing is very well designed. Like, I am very happy with it. Not one, but 2 turrets for this thing. Also, there's the captain's quarters as well, which I'm going to be taking this room. Except for the fact that there are no lights. So, it's a little unfortunate. And this thing seems to have the same MFD configuration. If for the fact that it does have a few more lights. So I'm gonna have a look at everything here. Everything seems to be good to go. I'm gonna press F, look around, see if I can... Let me see if I can... Rainbow Six Siege, look up the Lord. Oh, it's Rainbow Six Siege. I got you. I got you. That's probably why I wouldn't know it then, because... Well, I don't really play those sorts of games. Not unless I have other people to play it with. Okay, let's have a look at one of these MFDs. We'll switch this one down here. We're gonna hail them. And I've been placed in a waiting queue. Because if there's one thing that's realistic about this game, it's the waiting time for these places. I'm a little concerned that the gun's blinking, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. Hopefully, maybe. I don't play it either, but I keep up with the stories and memes. I have kept up with some of the memes because I think it was Toon Tales, something like that. Like Toon Cartoons, who was I don't know, they did a lot of animations for Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know if I want to take off yet. Hold on, hold on. Okay, power off. I do want to take this. I do want to take this ship with me. You know, as opposed to, you know, just typing into the console TCL or something like that in order to take off and fly, right? But I want to take this ship with me. I just want to see what I have in inventory. Siege Tales. That's him. Yeah, I've seen some of his, I've seen some of the memes. Some of them anyways. Where did I even start with? Arclight. Sorry, I almost vomited in my mouth there for a second. Just, that pistol's no good. Where is... Uh-oh. Where is the armor that I had in here? I have racing jackets. I have all this. That's good. I'm looking for my Hurston security armor. I don't think it's here. I think I left it at the harbor. I mean, we could wear this. The payback here. That looks pretty cool. Ooh, there's this armor too. Normally, I wear Hurston security armor because I like to blend in with the other, security guards. So it makes it a little bit easier. We wear the same uniform, that sort of thing. All right, well, I'm gonna go up to Everest, and then we're gonna make sure that the armor isn't up there. And if it isn't, then I guess we'll have to wear... I know I keep going back and forth, but I'm gonna take an armor set with me just in case, because I feel like they've been doing better with persistence lately, but I won't run it past this game to not just accidentally delete some of my armor. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get one of these suits on. I'm gonna go for the arc light armor. Arc light backpack. This is the Archangel suit. Trying to get a decent view of this. This actually looks really good. I mean, I guess I'll keep the pistol on me. I don't think I have any ammo for it though, so... Let's see, what weapons do we have currently? I mean, we could go for the... This submachine gun's pretty good. Yeah, the submachine guns are usually the best, so I'll grab one of those. I don't think I have a silencer. And no, I'm not necessarily using the silencer because I want to be stealthy. I more use it because I want to see if I can keep the gun stable. Which normally wouldn't make sense. Which wouldn't normally make sense, but I just kind of want to keep the gun a little bit stable. Can I put this compressor on there since I don't have a silencer? Which again, probably sounds a little weird, but it seems to work in this particular case. Did I not put that in my backpack? I thought I did. Apparently I did not. It just doesn't want to put that one in my backpack. Okay, well, what about core armor? Okay, that seems to want to stay. Is this not compatible, or is that the same one that's already on there? What's going on? Okay, this one already has a compressor. All that just be told that I already have a compressor on my gun and I'm being kind of silly. Thank you, Dark Souls. Because apparently everything is Dark Souls' fault these days. Let's get this elevator moving. Why would I have to jump in order to use the... Or can I just kind of slap that real quick? It looks like I can slap it. Perfect. For now, I don't think I'm gonna grab any clothes. But I will later on in the series, like, the more time that I spend, I will see about making sure that I'm not running around in full kit all the time, because it's not necessarily... Like, this kit's heavy. What can I say? This kit's heavy, and I don't necessarily want to run around the ports looking like a... Looking like I'm about to just cause mayhem and trouble. Where was that? Where was that weapons locker? I thought there was one. Oh, I completely forgot. There's a shower here. And this seems to be the only place where the lights will actually work. Oh no, I was being too generous. The lights do not work. Or at the very least, they are dim. This does not seem to have a weapons rack of any sort, which is kind of a disappointment. Yeah, I was really hoping there'd be a weapons rack somewhere, but it does not seem to have a weapons rack of... Oh wait, no, it's back here. There we go. There we go. Now I'm not armed to the teeth as much as I usually am. I'm just looking over and it's already been like 30 minutes. It's already been 30 minutes just to show off two ships, get armor, weapons, and all that. And now we're just about to hail. Now we're just about to hail for takeoff permission. This is an accurate representation of Star Citizen, by the way. Sammy on Twitch. Oh, it's a bot. Rules violations, banhammer. Please depart immediately from my stream. Very, very quickly. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna head up to Everest Harbor, and we're gonna load up on supplies there, and then we're gonna come back into planetary orbit, and then we'll start taking on contracts. This is about accurate for a normal person playing Star Citizen. Let's go ahead and have a look at the map. Everest Harbor. Never mind. Honestly, yeah, that sounds about right for most of these places. Okay, start. Everest Harbor is right above us. Again, I love this game. It's just I know that a lot of people would probably not have time to devote to a game like this, and lately I've just kind of been like, I understand. It takes a lot of energy to kind of sit down and be like, I want to do things in this game and take on various contracts, so on and so forth. But if you do ever decide to sit down and devote that much time and energy to contracts, it's definitely worth it. But I could definitely understand where some people would just be like, that's a little much for me. And I love the details right here, by the way. There's just not one, but two fully modeled keyboards just stuck in this thing. I don't know if that was entirely intentional, but it still looks kind of cool. Now we're just waiting to get into range of our first harbor. Give them a call and basically say, hey, we need a hangar. I'm not sure if this is going to fit into a... I'm not sure if this is going to fit into a medium hangar, but we'll see. I don't think I ever folded down the wings, by the way. I don't think there's any need in this particular instance. Everest Harbor. See if they pick up the phone. Okay, they did pick up the phone. They put us into a queue. Looks like Mercy over here just bought themselves a Corsair. I could definitely see where people would want this thing. I am definitely considering it as well. You could fit like a small organization into this thing. Like 4 different bedrooms. You have enough space to put like a couple of vehicles in here. I could definitely see where people would love to have this thing just on standby. Are you gonna give me a hangar? Are we just gonna hang out here in space? Like, I don't mind. It's beautiful out here. Okay, no, I'm crazy, right? Okay, yep, they gave us... Yeah, sometimes it does take a little bit for them to be like, we have a hangar open. Now, I haven't landed for a while, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to switch to the drone view. Maybe lower that landing gear a little early. Uh-oh. Are you serious? Okay, there's somebody in... There's somebody in the hangar. Not for long, because they're probably going to get impounded, but... There's somebody just hanging out in the hangar. And, they're not leaving. Seriously? Uh-huh. Can you move, please? And the sad part is, I think if I move them, they will... I will actually be the one who gets the ticket. So, yeah, we're just gonna wait here for a second. I'm gonna do the right thing and just wait for port security to deal with this. Yep, there you go. Well. Oh, and by the way, we still have to call for a new hangar, by the way, because they closed that one. All right, so we're gonna try and call for another hangar. Hopefully they don't tell me that I took too long and now they're not gonna give me that hangar. Hopefully, maybe. I mean, this one fully opened, but I don't think this hangar is mine. I don't know. They're not necessarily telling me one way or another. I'm gonna try and take this one. Mercury, welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, I'm gonna try and take this one. Because this is one they originally assigned me, and from the comms, it looks like they want me to go into this hangar. Regardless of the fact that it had somebody recently impounded. They're just acting like everything's normal and everything's usual, which at this point, I mean, it's pretty usual. Just came back from listening to Star Wars Samba, Space Oddity, and Magic Fly. Good, good, good. Yeah, so we're gonna go grab some ammo for the P8. I'm gonna take it with me just so I kind of know what my loadout is normally. Equip. And then we are going to put that on our back. Technically, I should have just pressed R, but I decided to be gonna... Okay, thank you. Sometimes I swear my avatars are just a little bit messed up in the head. Or maybe that's just a reflection of me in this particular case. All right, let's see here. Surface, we're already at the mess hall. Surface level, there we go. And I have a backpack, so I should be able to fill my inventory full of goodies. Whatever we find down there, we can just throw into the backpack and then we can go about our day. Is there any food or medicine in my storage? No, there is nothing here. There is absolutely nothing here. Which kind of makes me upset because there was a lot of weapons, a lot of guns and ammo from my various adventures, and it's just all gone. It's just all gone because of the update, but I was pressing the... I just wanted to go to the lobby. I just wanted to go to the lobby, please. I just wanted to go to the lobby and see if I could... see if I could go down to the burrito bar, grab myself a few things. By a few things, I mean a lot. Wait, what? Oh, no. I wanted to... Can I store that, please? Thank you. And yes, if you're wondering, this is exactly how a lot of people prepare for their adventures. It starts right here, just packing as many burritos and potentially soda into their pack as possible. Just to go and clear a few bunkers or clear a few contracts, just running cargo, that sort of thing. I mean, it's either this or you have to come back to the station every, like, 30 minutes or so just to get the things that you need. Torpedo burrito. Unleash a payload of flavor. Carbonaras. Matasaris. Asada. Shrimp typhoon. Lock-on lentil. PPC. Polo peas and carrots. Stroganoff and cheddar ham. Gutter wash. United Empire of Thrash. This is why I love some of these. Oh, and we also have Smalls. Smooth, crisp, and always easy. That's the taste of Smalls. If that was ever an ad read for a... That's the closest you get to an ad read on this channel, by the way. That is the closest you will ever get to an ad read on this channel. Because I like to make fun of the corporations. I make fun of the corporations and, oh, middle on Twitch. Wouldn't you guess it? I also love the 1970s. I do too. Middle incompetence. Suspicious user ban evasion. Isn't that great? No, get banned. Get out of my chat. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. Can I buy, like, 10 of these, please. And no, that's not a sign of... That's not a sign of skill. That's, what can I say? This is a very dangerous... This is a very dangerous thing we're undertaking, and I personally want to make sure that I make it out intact. So what are we doing? What are we doing over here? What is the plan here? I see you with that multi-tool, trying to attack the floor here. This person's just freaking the hell out. And then this one, well, I'm not sure what they're doing. What are you doing, sir? Just kind of huddling out over here? Oh no, he is glazed. He is just, oh. Well, okay, we're done here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you, sir. Okay. Personal weapons. Attachments. I'm gonna need the PR8 magazine. I'm gonna need, like, I don't know, swing 10 my way and we'll call it good for the moment. I'm glad we share the same interests as the 70s, especially in music. I love some of the older stuff because it felt like people... Yeah, they experimented with music a lot, and it made it a lot better. It made it better for trying to, like, figure out what sort of music you liked, and, like... And just also... Generally, the music felt like it had... I don't know. I feel like it had soul to some extent. Okay, is this still on the deck? Where's my Corsair? I think it's still out on the deck, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I'm not seeing the tag on my HUD, so... Let's see here. Okay, yep, it's still on deck. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna transfer... We're gonna transfer all of this to my inventory, and then... Of course, so many experimentation from Akasha's drums, guitars, synthesizers, drum machines, etc. 70s music always has groove and soul. And I feel like it wasn't just corporatized is where I have trouble with a lot of, at least that's where I come from when it's painful to listen to some, like, modern music. Like, most of the time, I just don't listen to a lot of music. It's somewhat discovery, but it's also just the fact that it's kind of painful to sit there and just kind of go, it just all feels the same. And I mean that truly. It's not even an expression. It's just, it's the same person. Like Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, they have the same damn writer who's writing all these songs, and it goes to basically the same beat, and I'm sitting there going, like, sure, she's talented. I'm not going to... I'm not knocking the person. I'm knocking the fact that they have the same damn writer. Modern music is so compressed, overproduced, heavily relies on trends, status quo, and languages. Yes. I just want somebody to sit there and go, I'm not a part of the system. I just produce my own thing and I do it well. That's all I want out of music. Yes, modern music is so heavily sampled to the point it became the same and unrecognizable. And again, I say this as somebody who doesn't have any talent in music, but I do have a talent in like streaming. I've seen this time and time again with streaming too, and it's like, I just want to go off and do my own fucking thing, you know? It's like, I want to do my own thing and not be tied to anybody, so that way I can go and do my own thing. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. At least I inspired others to do the same in that sort of regard. This is why I dismiss any music after 2005. I don't necessarily dismiss music from this era, but it really has to have its own unique drive to it. Music's so easy to produce and so available, it becomes tiring and boring regardless. I don't think that's necessarily, like, I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. I see it as kind of like I do YouTube. YouTube, Twitch, all those sorts of places. It's like, yes, content is easy to produce, but now you have to produce good content. And I know a lot of people, when it comes to streaming, they're like, oh, well, you can get seen by just keep producing. You have to be good at your craft in order to stand out. And it's not going to be the people who are corporatized that are going to win in music and or in content creation these days. It's going to be the people who have their own soul, have their own style, and go, I don't produce the same sound. It's not noise. The Patron doesn't reward noise in my field. You know, as a merc, I'm not noise on a radio. I'm the voice. See the difference? That's where a lot of people are going to thrive. This is why I stick, especially digital technology, this is why I stick to 70s music, because the 90s corporations started corporatizing music. It's the same thing with the VTuber industry. Like, you have a lot of corporations that are falling apart now, and it's going to be the independent VTubers or YouTubers or streamers or music companies that are going to make it these days. And if you notice, a lot of the artists that people follow are the ones that are the artists themselves, not the corporations. Almost like Mick Gordon, for example. I think he might be a little bit somewhat corporatized, but I mean, if you want somebody who is outside the mold, I know he's more like soundtrack and like game OSTs, but that's sort of the music that drives games in that particular way. It's what made him stand out to me. Franklin, OJ's, Dave Bao, Rabbito, Temptation, Gaia from the 70s had a voice. True. Thought they did. Alrighty, chat. We are now ready. We are now ready to do mercenary work. These, I have no idea what they are. These are just bugs, and we would treat them as such. Reduce overpopulation. I'm sorry, what? We've been monitoring a situation at Hearst regarding an uptick in the population. Oh, this is a wildlife situation. Okay, Yep, that makes more sense. Gotcha. I was about to say, I didn't think Hurston Security was that morally gray or just outright evil. 70s inspired music had everything from game music, movie music, anime, etc. Yellow level contract. We're looking for a contract who can head out to decommission. This orbital laser platform is owned and operated. Oh, this one's a little spicy. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna help protect this site. Got word that outlaws are attempting to overrun HDRSO Baylor on Hurston. There's civil security forces there, but they're struggling to stop that attack. Need a contractor to hustle over there and take care of the aggressors. Bring plenty of gear and be careful when engaging targets. Don't want to hear about any security teams getting caught in your crossfire. Marcus Klin, Foxwell Security. Security your way. That sounds great. What is my reputation with them right now? Still an applicant? Oh no, that's that one. I'm a junior security contractor. That sounds about right. I'm gonna go ahead and star that because we're gonna be working with them quite a bit. And yeah, unfortunately, unless you are already set up, the first hour or so of you playing this game, placeholder. We love our placeholders, don't we, chat? As if my entire, as if the MFDs or chat on screen isn't like a placeholder currently. Been meaning to work on those MFDs, but for the stream overlay, that's probably going to be the next thing that changes about this particular stream. I have a few ideas as to what I want for those, but it's going to look pretty cool. I love placeholders. No, seriously, look, it popped up on screen for a second, but when I opened up one of the menus for, I can't seem to get it to open up now, but there was a placeholder there for like a couple of seconds on the thought wheel, which is a way for us to interact with the game world. Also, this music is like really, really low. I need to... If my headphones were charged, this wouldn't necessarily be a situation. And by the way, we're waiting for... If you're wondering, we're waiting for... I'll go listen to Star Wars Samba. Are We Friends? Electrica by Gary Newman. Fly Like an Eagle. Alrighty, well... You take care, Mercury. I appreciate you coming by. To voice chat with your mic, which I'm not going to do, press and hold the plus button on the keyboard. Yeah, we don't want that. It doesn't stay on. Well, that's probably a good thing, because then I'd be transmitting all this to everybody, and it's no good. We're still waiting, by the way. It's kind of wild that we, like, our first experience back, trying to get a hangar, we had somebody who was just sitting in the hangar for some reason. It looked like they were Honestly, I wonder if they just bumped into somebody, got a crime stat, and then just got their vehicle impounded, or if they were having some other issues, but I don't know. I was kind of surprised they didn't just open fire on my ship. Like, just between griefers or even... I don't know, maybe even just somebody looking to get some supplies off of me. Like, I'm surprised they didn't just open fire on my ship as soon as I just cleared the hangar a little bit. I'm surprised they didn't just open fire immediately. 5 ASD drives for sale if anybody's interested. I feel like the global chat for Star Citizen just immediately turns into like Craigslist. Like half the time I feel like I look on there and it's just like there's always somebody trying to okay. I think we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Engine on? I thought I already had my engines on. Okay, well, that's great. We're gonna have a look at the mission status in a moment. I just forgot to enable that mission at first. Just wanted to clear the hangar first. Oh, I thought we already... Do we not accept that mission for protecting the site? Accept offer. Oh, I guess I didn't... That could have been bad. I thought that I'd accepted it, but apparently not. Yeah, I definitely need to get my headphones charged. These speakers are so bad. Like, I went to edit the clip yesterday, and I'd taken some cold medicine right afterwards, or like before I'd even tried to like edit clips and whatnot. It was a big mistake. Because I'm already a little tired. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a little bit of cold medicine so that way I can at least I'll feel a little bit better. I immediately felt like I was gonna fall asleep. Like, I immediately thought, like, okay, yep, I'm about to fall asleep, and there's just nothing I can do about it. So I'm like trying my best to make sure that I can get this out. I'm just kind of sluggishly trying to get this thing, edited. It was a horrific experience trying to get that edited and then uploaded afterwards. I was almost falling asleep at my computer. It was so bad. It's one of those times where you're just like half awake. You take a really long blink and then you just look up at your computer going, what was I even doing? Did I leave a tab open that I wasn't supposed to? Fighting the urge to sleep. Oh yeah, it was, there was a few times where I just like kind of nodded off for a second. I'm just like, what in the world was I doing? Oh yeah, trying to get this thing edited so I can go to bed. That was why only one clip went up last night. There was supposed to be 2, but you know, that was not going to happen. I think the other clip was me putting up the idea that I wanted to do a charity stream. I wanted to do a charity stream where I did the speed run again and just went for a better time. You have the opposite problem than me. I try to fall asleep. Well, most of the time, my issue is falling asleep in the first place. Right? My body just does not want to sleep most of the time. And the cold medicine that I took had like that drowsy, that like sort of drowsiness, but it's like artificial. So it's like, and most of the time I do not take anything like that for, like, I don't take melatonin or anything like that to try to help me get to sleep in the first place. That, and I'll usually have like energy drinks throughout the day, so like that can lead to complications with sleep, which I fully admit, but no, I was entering frontier to fight controlled space, enter at your own risk, hostile territory. This is probably going to end horribly. I thought I read that description fairly well, but I guess not. Where is the bunker? Help protect site. Where's the site, though? Uh-oh. Returning fire, returning fire. Okay, okay, this is not good. We're gonna let the shields try to eat that a little bit. We're not going to try to attempt to assault those turrets, because this is a rental, and I would prefer not to. I prefer not to put a few dents in the rental. If it does blow up, I do not have to pay them back for the ship, like the full cost of it. Squirrel Lords Gaming, hello there. Welcome. We are just about to enter our first bunker of this entire session, so that's gonna be great. And I'm going to set down around here. There is a turret on the other side, so we're gonna have to be careful. It's not saying where the bunker is, so what happens if I... Good luck. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of gathering here. I thought that... Okay, let's have a look at this contract one more time, because I thought this was a standard issue contract. Blah, blah, blah. Do not harm allies, do not harm non-combatants. This did not say anything about hostile territory. This totally did not say anything about hostile territory. Am I at the wrong place? Because that could explain a lot of things. No, this is the right place. So did they just take it over and start shooting at me? Like, I have so many questions. I did a lot of low fly this morning before I left for work. Okay. What do you think of the new Genesis engine? I have to know. Best of luck. Yeah, I'm a little confused about this contract, but I am so looking forward to the new... What do you mean? What do you mean I only have 40 rounds for this thing? This is a PR8. I got the wrong ammo. Okay. Not to worry. We have a lot of ammo for different gun. And why is this going back up here? Not to worry. We have a lot of ammo for a gun that I currently do not have. Now then. We're gonna go see if there is a bunker over here. So I basically have 40 rounds for this thing, and then, where's my pistol? Select item, arc light pistol. I have 2 clips for this thing, and then 11 clips for the PR8. Press B to change the fire mode so you can conserve ammo. Not a bad idea. Okay, we're on single shot now, so... Yeah, this is hostile territory. That is so weird. Okay. I'm not seeing the bunker. Not directly, anyways. If this is indeed hostile territory, and they're doing this, I don't think taking out the turrets is going to be a bad... I don't think taking out the turrets is going to be a bad call. However, I don't know if that's going to get me a wanted level or not. I mean, also, it might just blow up my ship, so there is that. But if they're shooting at me, then... Well, it could be either way, right? It could be that genuinely they're supposed to be shooting at me because the people who originally were in this bunker got wiped out, and then they're now shooting at me, or it's a glitch and I'm gonna get a wanted level for it. But honestly, that's like, what, 32,000? If it does end up that it was a glitch. But I'm not even seeing the bunker. You know what I mean? Okay, something is shooting at me. Like, I know that's like, oh, it's obvious something's shooting at you, but... Genuinely, what? Like, I can't hear it. I can't necessarily see it. This is so weird. Like, this was supposed to be a standard issue mission. Okay, what is even that? Unknown faction, unknown. Just unknown. We're going with that. Okay. I am so confused. Like, this was supposed to be a normal mission, and then now I'm dealing with hostile turrets and hostile turrets in a hostile area. Like, I'm so confused. I'm about to just drop the contract and go do something else. Because I don't know if this is even... I'm not even sure if this is worth my time just in general to deal with You know, huh. Oh, I'm getting pelted. You know what? You know what? I'm good. I don't know what's going on here, but you know what? It's just one of those times as a merc where you just go, I don't know what's going on, and quite frankly, it's just not worth my time to deal with, because I'm just gonna chalk this up to a broken contract, and we're just gonna move right along. So that mission was a bust, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, yeah, we're just gonna have to abandon that one. And we are going to try yet another mission, but I also need to grab a different... I need to grab ammo for my current weapon, so that means we're gonna go back to Everest Harbor for a little bit. A little disappointing, I know, but honestly, that would have even been a good setup to, like, a good segue into, like, a huge campaign. But unfortunately, in this particular case, it's probably just something that's broken and not necessarily... It's just another day on the job as a merc. That's not... I didn't say Hurston, did I? Did I, Nav Computer? I did not. I did not tell you this. Oh, and it's just trying to route. Okay. Okay. You know what? It's just... It's not even routing me. Okay. I'm just gonna tell the Nav Computer not to route me anywhere and just see if that lets me... Like, yes, I realize I can't use my quantum drive until I'm out of atmosphere, but at the same time, I just want to navigate back to Everest Harbor so that way I can switch out my ammo. Have to admit, though, it has been a pretty day, even if it has been a little bit of a mess. 100% raft. You know, funny thing about the raft, I actually quite enjoy the raft. Like, even as a merc, I could see it being... Like, I could definitely see it being a very good tool for me to use for, like, bunker missions and whatnot, or just, like, missions in general. It has really good shields. It's pretty good in a dogfight if you have the right weapon configuration. Now, I haven't really dealt with that too much because a lot of my vehicles are still rentals, right? So I'm not necessarily going to be swapping out so many parts. But the raft, at least according to a lot of the technical documents and whatnot, looks to be a pretty decent vehicle for combat. Which is good because a lot of the cargo vehicles are normally just kind of slow and defenseless. Like, I've ran my fair bit of cargo before, I would not want to defend myself in most of those cargo vessels. Oh boy. Okay. AZ ban, no. Why are you... I don't use Discord all that much. But I appreciate you coming by the stream and whatnot. Pretty sure that's another bot over on Twitch, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe for once it's not. Robo Spartan. Feel like Robo Spartan's gonna be... Because we've already had another... Because we've had, like, somebody in this area already who was trying to... I don't know if he was griefing or if he just was having a bad day with his computer, because he got stuck, like, in the hangar area. And I'm pretty sure his ship got impounded. So I'm not entirely sure if that's another griefer or what they're doing, and quite frankly, I don't want to know. I really just don't want to know. So we need to grab a 4 or P4 mags instead of P8s. Because for some reason I decided to grab those instead of... I decided to grab those and not check before I left. And honestly, that's just a bad situation overall. And if it been just that, right? I was more than prepared to go and find another weapon on site that would have had, you know, a little bit of ammo or something I could have shoved the current mags I had into the weapon and just complete the contract. But with that contract just the way that it was, there was no way I was going to be able to deal with that and have it be worth it. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to dump all the magazines that we have into storage, and then we'll try and get magazines that are compatible with our current weapon. And I don't mind these just sitting in my inventory or just in deep storage until I can use them. Because one day I will probably use them and they'll be nice, because I just have ammo there instead of going down to the lobby trying to get all of the ammunition that I need and such, and then come back up here. It's just convenient for future me. Unfortunately, it's not going to be convenient right now because I have to go all the way back down there, make sure I have enough ammo, come back up here, and then see if I can get a contract that's actually going to work this time. Hopefully the Hosey one works, but honestly, it wouldn't be the first time that I've been screwed out of a decent contract. Dead Space contract, anyone? I mean, to be fair, we did get a lot of money from that particular quest line. I think it was worth, I think we left with about 70,000 credits plus plus whatever the armor and plasma cannon was worth. Okay, so PR4 magazines. Buy. Okay, I'm gonna check my weapon once again to make sure that this is good. P4 AR, perfect. I have the correct ammo for the correct rifle Now we're gonna go see if this bunker wants to work. My thoughts are is it might break again, but who knows? I didn't even think it was gonna be that kind of bunker, because normally they give you... Because normally Hurston Security would give you that sort of bunker, but only if they pay you closer to 70, 80K for that, just in hazard pay. But who knows? I've had broken contracts before, so... Just gonna shove that in. We're gonna check our weapons real quick. So I have the A4 here. So we're gonna holster this one, and then I have the... that doesn't look quite right, does it? The arc light pistol, which only has 30 rounds now. But honestly, I don't plan to use it that much, so that's completely A-okay. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get a sip of water. I didn't want to, stop that. Okay. Just wanted to take off my helmet, get something to drink before we headed off on our next misadventure or adventure. Who knows? It could go either way. I'm going to place this. We don't have a trash can down here, so this ought to do. I mean, is there... No, there's just genuinely no trash can down here. No, I'm not a proponent of using a trash can as a trash can. However, would it be really that hard to put like a small trash can right there? Have somebody just come by and collect all the garbage, or I don't know, put an incinerator there or something? Alrighty, chat. It's been an hour and a half, and this has just been set up. This is exactly how this goes, but let's see if I can hail them. And see if we can get one bunker done. Just one, you know, can't be that greedy. Microtech. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking on missions in the microtech area. Here it's a little bit colder, but if you want, chat, we can definitely do contracts in that particular area. Call sign Corzin. Hello there, fellow call sign. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, I originally put my... I don't know if I trust that. And if you're wondering why I'm a little bit concerned, it's because I don't want to accidentally hit that part of the area at that highest speed. Now, let's see, where was that contract at? That was the one we just tried. Baylor over there, and then... Oh, there it is. Hosley. Philip, hello, welcome in. I might see if I can switch over to these headphones at some point, because I can barely hear the game, and I'm starting to, like... I really want some good audio going here, so... Actually, you know what? I don't know if it's gonna affect the gameplay, though. Like, I don't know if it'll automatically switch, so... You know what? I'm gonna try it. And if this messes stuff up, then... Hello. Stop that, please. Alright, I'm just gonna let the ship float for a little bit. Okay. So Star Citizen switched. However, that hasn't... How about default? And we can try that, or... Oh, there we go. Although it has a little bit of a hollow effect, so I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know, it sounds a little hollow, tingly. I don't know if anybody else is quite hearing that, but I don't know, at least I can hear it now. And no, it wasn't flying blind, or flying deaf. It's just more that the speakers on my... It's more like the regular speakers that I use are just... I mean, it's off a $200 monitor. What could you really expect at that point? Unlike our little fan over here. You see him? He's just spinning, having a good time over there. Actually, in a cockpit like this, I'm kind of glad I have that. It gets a little warm in these cockpits, let me tell you. Hopefully this contract goes a little bit better. I mean, all in all, it's been really beautiful. Being able to look out the cockpit and just see it, all the stars and whatnot. It's definitely beautiful. But you know what's going to be more beautiful? Combat. Apparently. Yeah, I'm not seeing a bunker. Entering frontier fighter controlled territory. Again, what the hell do you mean by that? Like, these are not supposed to be controlled bunkers. What is going on? No, what the hell is up with your contracts? Got word the outlaws are attempting to overrun. There's a local security force. Where in the world did they say that they had access? Like, they completely took over this place. They did not. This is not worth my time. Hey, bud, hello. This is not supposed to be hostile controlled territory. And now my shields are going down. I'm getting shot up so bad by this turret, and it's the stuff they never tell you about in these damn contracts. Alright, well, let me see if I can get a lock on those turrets. Can I get a... Oh, I got a missile lock. Can I arm the missile? Are you gonna launch it? Do something. Okay, so wait. I'm telling it to arm the missile, but it's not arming. That is so weird. Am I doing something wrong, or I have a bad cold today? What's the mission? We're trying to take on these bunker contracts, but the missile is not arming correctly, and I don't know why it's not. Okay, well, if it's not gonna allow me to use that, then can I at least arm? My grandkids will for sure love this game. Honestly, yeah, that's about where we're at, because I'm supposed to have an arrestor missile armed, but it's not. It's not functioning, like, at all. Let's see here. Now, too, we're supposed to be on the rail. The times I've played this, 90% of fighting, it's been 90% fighting, 10% fighting, 90% fighting the menus and 10% fighting the enemies. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Okay, so you're telling me that the guns aren't working. Okay, let's try this then. What about the turret? Because the turret's got to work, right? Okay. Oh, and by the way, is that... The Skyrim music has been playing the entire time, and I just did not notice. Let's see, can I target something? Oh, I think we're getting hits. Maybe. Not sure if that's somebody's ship. Maybe I shouldn't be. I can't tell if half of these are turrets or if they're actual, like, ships. I never tried this game, though. I mean, it's a fun game. Like, it's a fun time for sure. These contracts, though, are... Like, I just showed back up, and it's just not... I don't know what's going on. Okay, is that a turret, or is that... Okay, I think I was out of range for some of these. Can I have a better view of what's what here? The problem is I'm not seeing what's turrets versus, like, actual player ships. Is the Skyrim music copyright free? It... For the most part, yes. More or less. But I just don't want to be blasting it while we're actually trying to do something. That is so weird. Okay, yep, there's the turrets. Arming missiles. I'm getting blasted. Shields down. Alright, well. So much for that. This makes no sense whatsoever. Just... How? How is the security this bad to the point that I'm having to take out the turrets? Can I get a better view of this area? No, and on top of that, right, I'm still waiting for it. So where's the make it outfit? Oh, it's just, I don't have it on right now. Like, it's a toggle, it's there, but I'm just not wearing it right now. Just wearing my normal jumpsuit. Where the hell are these turrets? I'm certain the OST isn't copyright free or royalty free, but the Bethesda isn't as strike happy as Nintendo. I think you're entirely right on that, and honestly, I don't think Bethesda's that bad about it. All right. Can I please give me a lock on this damn turret? I don't understand. I'm gonna have to walk all that way just to clear out this. Just to clear this place out. I am not looking forward to this whatsoever. But for better or for worse, I have to walk all that way. I do have a tumbler, but I left it back at base, so... Do I have the landing gear down, or is it just... Alright, well... I have good news and bad news. There is a bunker. It is technically in hostile territory. For some reason. And, I do not have a vehicle to travel all that distance. So... we are going there by... did you ever pilot IRL? No. I do not have a pilot's license of any sort. I have a driver's license, but that's about it. Let's see here. Oh, did you ever cosplay on Halloween? I didn't, unfortunately. I was doing the stream, I took some cold medicine, and I basically passed out, like, soon after that. Bethesda is just terrible at making stories, and equally horrible as PR. Why not take the ship there? Well, you see, they have bullets. And as much as I would love to take out the turrets, for some reason, I can't lock on to them. And I'm hoping that the turrets don't shred me. So we're walking about 2 kilometers that way in order to take out... you should do a Maki cosplay. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, yeah, definitely the PR has been horrible from Bethesda. You don't have a longer scope? Not for this, no. It's just a red dot site. But yeah, the last thing I heard about the PR team for Bethesda was, I think it was either 76 or something. Did you ever watch Naruto? No. I mean, I'd probably be interested in it. I just never, like, the only anime I've been kind of into is, A little bit of Attack on Titan. I think the last thing I was watching was, I forget. I think I was watching a little bit of one of the Gundam series, and then I think I started watching the beginning of one of the earliest Dragon Ball Z. A Tsundere cosplay would be so good. It's not like I like you or anything, chat. That's the best you're gonna get out of me. That's about the best you're gonna get from me. IDK, I want to fly around in my raft and make a few dollars. I mean, why would you be able to do that? Be able to run cargo and actually make a few dollars? That's insane. Starfield PR. Astronauts weren't bored on the moon. Be happy with our empty maps. See, here's the thing with that. Bethesda's come full circle. Like, you have Daggerfall, for instance, which is procedurally generated, and it takes literal hours to cross. Like, Daggerfall is the size of, so one of the islands on the Daggerfall map is about the size of Skyrim. And then you have the mainlands on the map, and they're even bigger. Where's the bunker? Because this is just an empty spacecraft. I think that's it over there, maybe. Just saying, they had a view of the Earth, and that's enough to go to the moon. Well, there is a bit of a difference there, because it's like, that's a lifetime, like, journey, right? To go to the moon nowadays, right? Or even now. But in this sense, you are, what, 600 to 700 years in the future, and you're trying to make a game based off of that, those events, right? Like, you're trying to make this a super, like, awesome experience for people to be able to explore and to build off of. And whoa. He's talking about me because I own the cute and sexy one, or just the cute one? Whoa. Again, this is the Star Citizen chat for you. Starfield is very empty and full of loading screens. Agreed. I actually beat its campaign, and I am sorry to say, but I put myself through that, and it was one gigantic fetch quest. You know that contract we took on to get the Dragonstone and the claw? Golden claw? Yeah, well, think of that if that was the entire quest line, essentially. There's this pic called Earth fries from the moon landings. Sounds kind of interesting. Is this it, or am I going the wrong way? Also, what the hell is even this? Again, I wish that you would put, Yo Mama Gamer Girl. I swear, the Star Citizen chat is a little risky sometimes. I usually like realistic games, but I don't know, the Doom game just sold me. The only game that's really sold me from the trailers, that looked a little weird. The only one that sold me from the trailers was Titanfall. You know, like a moonrise or a sunset. It's an earthrise from the moon. I'll have to look into that. For fuck's sake. It's just another ship. Where the hell is the bunker? Are you in there, or are you just... Did you leave everything running? Oh no, he just left they just left everything running. This update genuinely sucks. Where the hell is this bunker? Okay, I'm kind of getting pissed. Where is this bunker? Uh-huh. There it is. Need a ship for routing. Where the fuck is this bunker? Like, first you have the turret. First you pay me low. Second, you start going, oh, well, you know, bunker's kind of hostile, like... And I should be generally within the area of this damn bunker, and then... You know, there's kind of like turrets, like, shooting at you and whatnot. Sorry about that. Couldn't have mentioned that in the briefing. Can other player... I had high hopes of the Avatar game, but the game is still lacking. Can other players join you? I mean... Star Citizen is a MMO game, so... Like, if you could find the right server, yeah, but... Where the hell is this damn bunker? I'm getting frustrated because it's taken me, like, an hour and a half to get set up. And then... Oh, actually, no, it took me an hour to get set up, and then now... I'm, like, trying to find this bunker... And it is just... There's just no bunker around here. Would you kill me if I showed up on your planet? I mean... Again, good luck. Good luck trying to find me. Because I'm gonna be out and about doing stuff. I think that's the bunker right there, and I just, like, missed it. Yeah, that looks like the bunker. I mean, I would get a stat for it, probably. Like, this isn't some lawless land, but if you did happen to play Star Citizen, like, if you're in the world, sure. Like, we could do bounties and whatnot. I like going solo because then I'm not necessarily bound to anybody's, like, schedule or anything like that. Which is why a lot of collabs are going to be a little difficult. Yeah, Decay, the first time... Ship go that far? What do you mean by that? But looks like the bunker's here, so at least we'll have a chance at some combat. Well, I'm used to, but now I got 3 ships and no components because I called them up. Ooh, that's rough. Somebody got their ship saved. Somebody got their ship saved during the, Somebody got their ship saved with no components in them, and, they're just glitched out. Yeah, no, Star Citizen had a lot of menus that got broken, or a lot of menus, and not very much, If I'm new, can a ship reach... Oh yeah, the ships can go ships can reach across the galaxy no matter what. So like even if you can't reach, say, this is Stanton. There's the Pyro solar system. Gods, I'm too sleepy. Get some energy in you. But yeah, if you can't reach whatever planet, you have Crusade over here, Microtech, AirCorp, then the Pyro Gateway over here. If you can't reach, say, like from here to here directly, you can just refuel at any of these stations. It may take a few tanks or so to get across the galaxy, but if you ever get lost in space, it's always... I'm gonna go in here real quick, if he'll let me. Okay, I don't have the keys for this thing. Can I have a look at the... That is so cool. I love this little buggy setup thing. I need to get one of these. Like, oh. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Okay, well, we're in combat now. I spare. I don't want to be rude, though. Are you, like, 40? Me? No. 27. So I'm like, I'm old, but not like technically I'm old by internet terms. I'd like it if I had 4 wheels. I mean, fair. Is that not a target? I'm hitting something. There we go. Sorry, you talk like an unk, though. I don't know. I could see that. I don't even know what lingo specifically I have. Because I'm just like, I just talk normally. I don't even necessarily think I have any sort of millennial, Gen Z, or any other lingo. I'm just me. Is your gun like a DMR? No, I just have it in a different fire mode. So let me press B. Now it's in full auto. Press it again, and I have it in single shot, which is helpful because think of like the M16, okay, so I know the A2 had full fire, full semi, no, it was auto, semi, and burst, I think. I could be wrong. The A4 took off the auto because a lot of soldiers were just spraying bullets. This is a very similar effect to that. 31, I'm a certified unk. That's why people may call me Uncle from Jackie. Are you Asian? Nope. I am as white as you get. Okay, well, I don't know if this is, okay, I'm going back up to the surface, and I am putting this on full auto. And it is 6 a.m. for me here. Why? I swear I don't do this on purpose. I was thinking, okay, well, 7 o'clock isn't gonna be too bad for most of my viewers, because I'm like, oh, well, I'm America, it'll be fine. And no, a lot of my viewers seem to be from the other side of the planet, and so British. Oh yeah, because you're gonna hear me say vitamin, bowl of water, fucking aluminium. Yeah, you're gonna hear me saying that all the time. All right, where the hell are these other guys? I mean, I'm maybe the only one from Asia. Oh, probably. You did the water thing. I just want soap. I asked for a Coke and a water, not a Coke and a water. I'm sorry, I can't do the bit. I wanted a coconut water. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having a good time over here. I'm just gonna grab all this before somebody starts blasting me. Because that's gonna keep me alive for a little bit longer. Hopefully. Say it right. It's water. Oh, I know it's correct. I just know people like the British thing, so I'll sometimes say it the other way, just to mess with them a little bit. All right, I'm gonna clear out this bunker. Sweep and clear. Knock knock. It's the Grim Reaper, or you know, his assistant or whatever. It's H2O. Right, because I passed chemistry class. I'll be real, I did not. Let's see, swap weapon, Carner rifle. Let's have a look at this thing. Twin Ravager, and it is red. Look at that, chat. It's dipped in the blood of my enemies. Nope, nope, no you don't, no you don't, no you fucking don't. Do you like to gaslight? Oh, not necessarily, right? No, not necessarily. I like to have fun. I like to sometimes, like, I will mess with my chat a little bit every now and then. Jaeger, yo, what's up? How are you doing today? Well, I see the security here has suffered a grim fate. But no, if I'm messing with people, I'll like pretty much immediately be like, I'm like teasing you a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I don't think I could ever like gaslight somebody and keep that up for like very long. What did you have? What did you have, sir? This thing looks cool. Oh, this is the chat. This is the new LMG. I like it. I like it. Good. How about you? We're doing pretty good. We're out here clearing out some bunkers. And I think there's one more on the surface, so we'll have to take care of that. I have an A+ and had an A+ in chemistry at high school. I mean, like, if people gaslight for fun, that's okay. Sound like too cautious? Looks like a hollow gun. Oh, this this thing? Let's see here. Yeah, I could see that. This thing's gonna be a lot of fun, though. I am a little cautious about that a little bit, because I've tried that before, and yes, the cumulative output of this is 42. 42, the answer to life. I have no idea what I'm supposed to see from this thing. One more thing, the M16 is a model history, and it's very extensive. I can't read. The M16 model history is very extensive, and it would take too much time to go into, and would take a whole stream lecture about the differences and changes throughout the years. No, it needs a red dot. You like real guns or space guns? I have yet to come across a space gun that was all that good. Not necessarily in this game, like, I think they do them pretty good. Can I not put this weapon into my inventory? Too large for container. Oh, I need a bigger backpack. Shoot. That's fine. I'm gonna go put this into the rack anyways. But yeah, this thing does need a red dot sight at some point, but that's gonna be in the future. Yeah, let's see if we can go wrap up this contract and then take on another one, because we've been dilly-daddling all over the place for a little bit too long, and I would like to actually get a few contracts in. At the very least, a few. Let's see here. What you got? Speaking of toy pistols, I'm definitely gonna take that. Also, there's a pickle. Chat, do I eat the pickle? Because I don't know, it looks pretty good. Let's see here. Can I'll put it into my inventory, and then you always do bunkers. I mean, I just got back into Star Citizen, so I figured this would be a pretty good place to start, and then we can kind of roll on into other stuff if that's something chat wants to see. I am the vessel in which contracts flow. So no, not always. Are you gonna pick up the pickle? Eat it. It looks like a good pickle. Maybe. I don't know, chat. I don't know if I trust a pickle from some random box that I got, but you know what? Pickle has been consumed, and it did not do anything for my health. What is... You telling me that I ate a pickle and it did not increase my hunger at all? That's better, but it only raised it by like 1. Looks weird in that position. Chat. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. I didn't want to alt-tab again. I just wanted back into my inventory so that way I could see if I could eat like a burrito or something, and maybe it was a gag. I see is the way when it comes to comes to weapon setups, it depends upon the situation. Oh, absolutely. The reason why I use this particular... Can I pull out my part rifle? There we go. This thing is useful for bunkers most of the time because, honestly, it shoots a lot more straight than some of the other weapons. What ship are you running? I'm currently running the... I'm running the Drake Corsair at the moment. I just rented it. I don't have it bought yet, but I want to take this off. Stop freaking out. Take that. And then I want to pull out the par rifle again, and then I want to see if I could swap the reflex sight for... I cannot put this on the... Oh, this thing will just not take... For some reason, it won't take a new sight whatsoever. Okay, what if I interact with it, customize it, optics attachment, scroll. Hey, there we go. That's using my noodle. Why does the screen go dark when you move? Oh, like, what do you mean? Like on Streamlabs when I Alt-Tab out, or maybe try a different angle? I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that necessarily. Let's see here. What did you have? What ship you got then? The ship that I have, like, the ships I have bought is the Aurora, the let's see, I think it was the Buccaneer, and then the Freelance Vtuber are the ones that are coming to mind. I wanted to get into the cargo game, and I was like, oh, this will be interesting, and then I realized the Freelance Vtuber, not the Max, the Vtuber, was horrible for anything other than... was just horrible in general, and I'm decent at running cargo. I hate doing it. I hate doing it after a while. It just gets to a point where it's just so monotonous, and honestly, trying to run it to different systems is just weird. Sound your... Oh my god. This is why I'm so scared to play this game sometimes, because then you just end up with this. Have these people no shame. Have these people no shame. Why do you even carry a pistol? Because sometimes you run out of ammunition, and sometimes you run out of ammunition for things, and then you just whip this thing out and go pow, 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 and get somebody's gun real quick. I do a lot of hauling. You see, that's why a lot of people do it, because it's good money. Oh, I'll agree with you all day. It's good money. It's on the other side. Or he's just in the vehicle. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He's inside the vehicle, which means I have to shoot through it. I have to shoot through it in order to get to him. Alright. Alright. Any day now. What do you mean? What do you mean that was an empty clip? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Sometimes, why not turn it off? Yes, but at work they have rules about weapons that go into buildings. Oh, I mean, if you're talking like IRL, I don't carry, but I know a lot of people who would probably carry, and there's good reason for that. At least over here, American, I guess. It's global chat. Global chat just pops off sometimes. I'm weird. I'm an Asian Texan with multiple firearms. Yeah, that sounds about right. How the hell am I supposed to... Oh, he glitches out of the... Okay, sometimes he'll, like, glitch out of the vehicle, and I might be able to do something with that. Can I do unarmed combat? Somebody's shooting. I'm not sure who. Well, okay. I'm gonna try something else. This is probably gonna get me a wanted level, but I never leave a job half finished. I really hope this thing doesn't have a... I hope this thing doesn't have an owner, because they're going to be very, very upset with me. That or they're going to have to pay for the damages. I'm not entirely sure. You know, something's telling me I'm not getting through this armor anytime soon. Are you kidding me? My European mind can't comprehend. Are you like Jaeger 666? Ooh, somebody's trying to summon the devil over here. Oh, it's a little bit cursed. I seem to be holding an invisible firearm. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Abed, I agree, he's a very good person to showcase firearms. Yeah, I'm not getting through this armor, and I can't, like, I would open the hatch, but as you can see, I cannot open the hatch. And for some reason, he's just inside the vehicle, and I cannot do anything about it. Like, I am trying my hardest to, like, do anything about this situation, and there is literally nothing I can do unless he, like, clips his head, maybe, but... I mean, maybe if he clips his head out of the vehicle, I might be able to get a shot, but... He's got, like, snipers that go full auto. I mean, Brandon had a... Brandon Herrera had a... I think it was the... What was it? Gosh, I can't forget. I think it was a 50 cal that was semi or full automatic. Or full auto, excuse me. If I remember correctly. That thing is just utterly terrifying. Please tell me I'm getting good shots in on him. Please, please, I just want to finish this contract. I just loaded a clip. What do you mean that one was empty? Okay, I might be penetrating the vehicle or I might be penetrating his skull. I'm not sure which. Just please. It doesn't go Filato. Oh, we have laid on lad over on kick. No, just stop. Just stop. I'm already having trouble over here. I've wasted like 3 clips already to try to penetrate this person's skull, and I'm gonna say this and everyone's gonna take it out of context, but at this point I just want my skull penetrated at this point, because I'm sitting here and somebody's vehicle is protecting his skull from the righteous justice I'm trying to unfold here. I've been trying to get this contract complete, or a contract complete in general today. It's been 2.5 hours. It says it's giving me hit markers after hit markers, and I'm still not hitting his skull. Maybe it's because you're missing your shots. Well, if I go lower, the glass is invincible for some reason. But if I go here, I am... Like, look, no, I might have another clip, might not. Switch fire modes. We're gonna get all up in his business, okay? I am laying down on the ground. I cannot miss my shots. He is right there, I think. I can't see at this angle. Hold on. It's like, I'm gonna be ridiculous, but I'm gonna do this right. So, right here, right? He is right here. He just took a full magazine. The truck just got a full magazine. Matter of fact, this would be a better showcase for a vehicle than Elon Musk's showing for the Cybertruck. Because this thing just took a full clip directly to the bunker and the bumper and nothing. I just... maybe fake hit markers. Really? 13 years is too long. Phase Jeff just posted a video. Well, have a good time there, Abed. You need explosives. I do need explosives. Let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna switch over for this one, just so I'm armed. Let us go have a look at the bunker, because if there was gonna be any explosives in the area, it's gonna be... Like, I've already tried unloading into the vehicle itself with everything I had, the turret there. And by the way, I'm probably gonna get a wanted level for this. Next year, and Store Citizen will have the same development as Duke Nukem Forever. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but I feel like at this point they could release the game, right? There's been a few issues here and there, but honestly, I think they could just release the game and be just fine. Because they have a lot of content in the game. It just needs, like, it needs post-launch development. These are tier 1 beds, which, if you don't know, allows people to resurrect at these beds, which is kind of weird that they would have them here, but if I was to find any explosives down here, they would normally be in, like, these sorts of boxes, but I mean, it's either going to be that or we're just going to have to call the quits on this one. I've totally seen worse fully released games. I don't even... Look, I know I'm saying this as I'm dealing with a glitch, but, like... So, maybe, yeah, grain of salt here. But I do think that this is a good game. Just, in general, I think it's a good game. Like, I'm willing to put up with some of the bullshit that it puts me through. Just because it's a... Like, generally, it's a good game. What's going on? So, we have this one NPC who's stuck in a vehicle somebody took over here. And he is now immortal because of it. I've been trying to blow up the vehicle for the last couple of minutes, trying to get at the NPC so I can finish up this quest line, or this contract. But no luck so far. I'm looking through these, looking for... Ooh, there's a medal here. But no such luck. I may have to abandon this particular quest. Ship weapons. It would be a good idea if the turrets weren't hostile to me. However, I like where your head's at, because if we can bring those turrets offline, then I might have a shot at killing that particular vehicle and bring the ship in range. All right, I like your idea there, Jag. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look and see if we can take those turrets offline and then bring the ship a little bit closer. That's my ship over there. It's gonna be a hell of a lot. Ship happens. Yes, yes. You can bed log in a ship. I wouldn't recommend it. Not in hostile territory, anyway. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but Diet Coke is kind of underrated. Let me see. Where are these? Let me see if I can take any of these turrets offline, or if it's just going to immediately start shooting at me. Because it says it's hostile. You can't get in the car, I assume. Yep, this thing is completely locked up. I tried shooting through the front. I tried opening up the hatch. Like... I think I triggered one of my model toggles there, but yep. I'm even pressing the button, and there is absolutely nothing I can do about that. So, no idea what US light soda tastes. Yeah, I think the, but I think like Diet Coke is like, it's okay. But I think Coke Zero got that taste a little bit better. I'm gonna try this. This is probably going to be a bad idea. This is going to be a very bad idea. But can I take out the turret? I don't know. Putting a lot of rounds on target, but something tells me that this thing is not going to go up. Can't you blow up the car with this gun? Tried that too, and it seems to be just as impervious as this turret is. You know, for posterity though. I wish I was wrong about that, but no dice. All right. All right. I'm not giving up, chat. I'm not giving up just yet. Oh, it's trying to shoot at my ship, by the way. Because I didn't park it quite far enough away. I'm pretty sure some of the ship systems are... I don't have a flashlight. Okay, well, we're in complete darkness now, and it is shooting at my ship. I'm not sure if it's going to have any sort of functionality once we got back. Well, this sucked. Yep, this is... Unfortunately, you have good days and you have bad days as a merc. And this one was a bad one. But honestly, I'm just happy that everyone's kind of like enjoying this little bits of failure here and there. I may swap over to racing for a little bit, or I don't know, something else, just so we can get like a breath of fresh air. Because we could probably hop into the arena commander and have a little bit of fun there. That's kind of what we did last time when my system wasn't quite ready to handle the likes of this masterpiece. And unfortunately, this is what happens sometimes. This is the bad days as a merc. Now, I'm just hoping that it didn't do too much damage to the ship. Shooting at my general direction. I don't know if I want to... Is this just a game issue, not your system? Before, I would have said it could have been my system, but before, because for context, before I was running a 4050 laptop and it was some sort of i5 processor. I'm now running a 5070 Ti, so, and some sort of equivalent CPU. I forget off the top of my head, but it's just a Traveler PC pre-built, so again, this shouldn't be a system issue. This is a this is more likely a game issue at this point. Fair. Yeah, especially when I went all out for this thing. This was exactly what I had in mind for it, but now I'm just seeing the new contracts and I'm going, I'm a little terrified that all of these contracts are in hostile territory. Like, again, this contract mentioned nothing about going into hostile territory, taking over a bunker. They just said, hey, there's a few rebels in the area and we need you to take them out. That's all this was supposed to be. And then we've had 2 contracts like this now. And I decided to push ahead anyways, like, maybe I can deal with it. And it's just like, no, that has not been the case whatsoever. And I'm just a little annoyed by that because different planets, different contracts. No, not even. Because this is Hurston security. I've ran Hurston security. Like, I've ran Hurston security for years. Like, I might be tripping. I may be tripping. But, like, all the contracts were essentially, at least the lower grade ones, which is the one I took, was fly to the planet, you'll meet local security, you'll take on targets with local security, and then that's it, right? This has been like the other contracts where you get paid a little bit more and you're like, you have to go and like actually take over the bunker. And like you have like hostiles in there who, essentially it was one of the other contracts it had on here. One second. It was very similar to this one right here. Knockout new drug operation. So you notice how this one gives you a little bit of hazard pay, but this one doesn't, and you're still taking over a bunker in hostile territory. Like, I am incredibly disgusted by the lack of transparency with that contract. Like, do the yellow stuff. We will resupply and then we will reconvene about what we're gonna do. I think that's... I definitely like that idea, though. Let's see. What are these contracts even like? Let's have a... Please note, criminals encountered as part of... do not qualify for... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's see here. Mercenary. Routine contract. Routine patrol. Time knockout a routine patrol. If interested, go to the... Pull this off and the main contractor will get a bonus payment of 2 MG script. What does that even mean? Yeah, these look a little bit out there, but I will look into those. I would offer to multi-crew, but my ship is so bad for combat. It's okay. It's okay. Breath of the Wild. I mean, it's okay as a game. Like, I don't really know. I haven't necessarily played it. Let's see here. It's boot systems. How my shield's looking? Non-existent. Gotta love that. I'm gonna let them boot up a little bit before I try risking a takeoff. Can I target those turrets from here? Okay, I can target a turret. Can I get a missile lock from here? It says it's armed. It says it's armed, but I can't seem to get a lock on it. What even is that? What am I targeting? I can't even see the vehicle either. Yeah, whatever I'm getting a lock on is not that, so... Unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave. Actually, I do have the guns on the front. I don't know. Is it worth trying to get in there with the turrets? Let's see. I'm gonna risk it. Because even if I blow up, that's... I'm not even really concerned about them. I'm not really concerned. Oh, okay. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Don't tell me this entire ship's... Don't tell me this entire ship's been blown up. Well, chat, bad news. The entire ship, her entire engines have been scuttled. Because I tried to go back for the contract. For the biscuit. Yeah, I risked it for the biscuit, but it wasn't even a cool explosion. It was just, it was just, my ship kind of just went on the fritz, and that's it. That sucks. Yep. Can I even... The power's not even responding. I can't even... Bro, I can't even set this thing to self-destruct. I can't even... I can't even tell this thing to self-destruct. Alright, well... This has been fun. This has been great. You know what we're gonna go do? Let me see if I can open the cargo bay from here. Can I? Yeah, there we go. I'm surprised that this thing didn't even blow up. Let's see, can I even... There was a couple of other ships around here that just kind of left their lights on. If I can't seem to do it this way, when he said breath of fresh air, I responded breath of the wild. All right, yeah, that was good. That was good. So you know what? You know what we're gonna do here? I'm gonna try again. And this time, I'm going to be a little bit more direct. Let me see if I can... Can I even destroy this turret? Hold on. Well, that seemed to be a waste of ammo. Yeah, that just seems to be a waste of ammo and nothing else. There has been a few ships around here in the surrounding area. I don't know if I can get into them, but if I can, rip. Yeah, it's either gonna be Well, even if I finish up the mission, it's not going to matter at this point because I'd have to put down an SOS beacon. And, well, let's just say I don't plan to go out that way. Let's see, I think there was another spacecraft in the vicinity. We saw one on the way in. We might be able to grab that. Now, what that's going to do for us, I don't know. But there have been several around here. Yeah, you see this big strip of light? That's somebody's... That was somebody else's vehicle. I can pick up if you're in-game. Get your in-game user, I suppose. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna figure this out one way or another. Yeah, there's a couple of ships around here. I'm gonna see if I can nab one of these. Maybe nab one of these, grab one of the, This looks like an exact copy of my ship. Like, is that just me, or is that anybody else's experience? Because that looks exactly like the Corsair I just had. Well, I mean, it's open, so... Which is so weird, because there's a lot of ships in the area, but it doesn't look like there are any pilots around. I haven't seen anybody anyways. Oh, this is at an angle. Yeah, and I don't have a thruster kit of any sort, so we're gonna have to see if there's any... I think there's an elevator closer to the stern. Might be able to use that. They just kind of... Yeah, no, they really, literally just kind of crashed this thing. Oh, here we go. You've got to be kidding me. They just literally crashed this thing and just left it here. I wonder if there's like an angle I could... I think this is going to be a no for this aircraft, because... spacecraft. Unless I can get on the... Unless I can get on the side of it, or like, get on top of it, there's no real way to get in. Yeah, there's going to be no way to get into this thing, and... Well, I'm stuck in a rock now. That's... Oh. Oh, well, that's great. I'm now stuck in a rock. Okay, maybe I can get out of here. Great. Thank you. Okay, so that's going to be a negator on this one. There's another one over here. Maybe this one's in a better position. Or at least flyable enough to get into the vehicle behind me. If not this one, then this one at least looks parked on the ground well enough for me to get into it. I don't know, what is even this? Again, it looks like a lot of people just kind of crash landed here, and like everybody was trying to get to the new bunkers, and it's a lot less of everyone enjoying the bunkers and more just like everyone crash landing and having a bad day. Yeah, this one's the exact same. This one's the exact same. They just kind of left it here. And I guess they had something to, like... Yeah, they just had something to, like, roll off of. Or jump kit or something to get into their vehicle. Let me see if I could, like... I might be able to pull myself up onto it. No, it doesn't even seem to work. Talk on it. Okay, well... And this one doesn't have an elevator or any sort. Might not have an elevator. But I might be able to get on top of it. Bummer. Oh no. Oh no. It's no bummer. Because I'm on top of it now. And now I am the captain. I'm gonna crawl carefully off the... Ow. Ow. Oh no. That did not feel good. Okay, so maybe less crawling and more of a controlled fall onto there would be the way to go. Can I even... I was gonna try and see if I could get through the hatch. Okay, so maybe less crawl and more... Or more like this. So that way we can just kind of tiptoe onto the thing and maybe avoid the spine-crushing situation over here. There we go. All right. Everyone prepare for operation... Well, okay, somebody shot me. Oh. Oh, the ship just detonated. Fantastic. Wonderful. Marvelous. I didn't even know those things could have automated, like, security. Or if that was just a trap, I guess. I don't know. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Do I need to be pressing something? Or am I just in a coma now? From all of my mistakes. I think I'm just in a coma from all... Oh, okay. Yep. Build tomorrow, today. Well, you see, I tried, but it was not a great day for me. Did I keep my entire inventory? Ugh. Well, I kept most of it. I kept the stuff that was on me, not necessarily anything that was in the backpack. This is how this goes. Unfortunately. You know what? You know what? We're just no. I think we've tried. I think we've tried very well today. I'm gonna get this a little bit of a rest, because I feel like if I go just marching back in, trying to give this all I've got, that's not going to end very well. And this has been almost 3 hours of me trying to get set up and like ready to go for a lot of merc missions, and the 2 that I've actually been able to undertake today have ended in confusion over the contract. Like, again, these are basic contract missions, right? And I read them. Like, I fully read them. Got word that outlaws are attempting to overrun Hosley. The other one was Bailey. And need contract to hustle there and take care of aggressors. Bring plenty of gear. Be careful when engaging targets. Don't want to hear about any security teams getting caught in your crossfire. Where in all this does that say this is actually a hostile territory, right? Because, right, I could see where, oh, well, the bandits took over the place before we got there, and now they have control of the turrets. How is your intel this bad that the bandits have not only taken over the place, but they've reprogrammed the turrets so that way they shoot me down, and even when I get there in the first place... Thank you for the follows on Twitch, by the way. I see that we just got our 25 follower goal. I do appreciate that. Thank you. But how is your intel this bad to where I've went to 2 different sites and you have no idea that the bandits have taken over the place, taken over the turrets, and not specified that in your contract, because this is supposed to be like, hey, and they're in the middle of a firefight trying to secure this place, right? I'm not equipped to deal with turrets. I'm just not. Like, I'm getting back into this sort of place, but if there's no good intel, then why would I put myself in harm's way to do these sorts of contracts? I wouldn't. And right now, I'm thinking I'm a little crazy because, again, I'm reading this and that's not what it says. So I'm going to take a break from this. And I want to thank Jaeger Hunts over here, Jaeger's Hunts over on Twitch, for helping us out a little bit with these contracts. Again, I'm sorry that it kind of ended up this way, but that's how this goes sometimes, and I definitely understand that. I want to thank Din and Philip over on YouTube. I want to thank Ice Bear and Abed. Let's see here. Who else do we have today? Rymax, how long have you been playing? For today, like 3 hours, and I've basically ran into so many glitches and failures of the contracts today. We're just overall, like, I've probably been playing Star Citizen in general for, like, I think I've had my account for 5 or 6 years now, but, like, been streaming it for the last, like, couple of months or so, off and on. But yeah, we're about to wrap up here. I do apologize. Mercury, and then I think that was it for today's stream. But I wanted to thank everybody, including Rymax, who just came by. I do apologize, but we're wrapping up here. I'm gonna go see if I'm crazy, if anybody else is having issues with intel or these particular contracts, or just what's going on, because, like, I get that I was just getting back into the game, back into doing these sorts of contracts, but it should not have been this bad. I don't know, but this has been Call Sign Annika, signing out.